I guess what I mean, I guess that's what I'm trying to ask, because some people, they want to do something for their own city, right? I'm doing this for
Right.
for the city, like people that's locally to come in. But are you trying to make this bigger than just South Carolina? You know what I'm saying? The city and
Yeah, yeah. I definitely wanted to be bigger than South Carolina, but I want to keep a microscope on like South Carolina and the Burg. You feel me? Like I
yeah,
want to get to a point where it's like, we covering like BET awards. We got our own shows on like Netflix and shit. We
yeah,
got what I'm saying? We got maybe our own platforms and stuff like that. We're doing festivals and stuff, but it's like, okay, every year, our biggest festival might be in the Burg. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? We might got a show on Netflix, but we got 5 Burg actors, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
5
yeah,
South Carolina actors, you know what I'm saying? The main stuff like that, where it's
yeah.
like we want to be global, obviously, but we want to put South Carolina in that global spotlight too.
Rooted in the South. Yeah, putting your people on. You know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
As big as you
Because
get.
we got more than enough talent in every single aspect. Like there's nothing that we don't have that we can use. You know what I'm saying? The rappers, the actors, the ball players. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Everything, bro. We even got reality stars now. You
yeah,
feel
yeah,
me?
yeah, yeah. You got the platform, and you just need, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
thanks.
play me some pimping, man.
This the coldest podcast you'll ever hear. The way we coming with it, people witnessing greatness. Be a part of the journey. I would say it's perfect timing, but it's God's timing. We locked in a time capsule with this one. We got timeless topics. Guess what? I'm your mother's favorite host. Your little brother's OG. I go by the name of Armand Lindsay, but the neighborhood call me Big Pig. I want to welcome y'all to Big Boss Talk, Season 2, The Rebirth. Let's ride, and welcome to a Black Man Thing.
Yo, what's poppin', man? Listen, it's your boy Armand back again with another episode of Big Boss Talk, the podcast. Man, I have a special guest. Like we was just talking before we even hopped on. It was just like a full circle moment. As far as like, man, I tried to, this cat been doing things like, originally from Spartanburg, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
The
so
bird, the
yeah,
real bird.
from the real Burg. I knew that was coming. So the real Burg, but he been doing this thing, man, for so long. Like I mean, I even tried to get on his radar around like 2013, 2014, as a college student, just trying to build my resume up. Trying to I didn't know I wanted to go into the media world, or I thought I did, and so I was just like, let me find ways to connect. And somehow I had a friend I went to school with. She knew him, and we just kind of plugged in. But like I said, I don't think I ever went
Yeah.
all the way through with it, but it didn't stop, what he had going on, because he's still grinding to this day and looking to expand on a whole nother level.
Yes, sir.
Elijah
Yes,
told me
sir.
a little bit about what you're trying to do, but I want you to kind of, we'll get into it. You let us know what you're trying to do, how everything even got started. But man, listen, for the podcast, I got LaRento Campbell, 26, owner of Jetlag TV Studios. If you from the Burg and you in that area, I'm pretty sure you know about Jetlag TV, man. You cannot know about Jetlag TV if you from around that area.
Right.
Even I know.
Right.
And I only went to school at North Greenville and stayed in Greenville
Right.
for like 5 years. So, but you went to University of South Carolina, media arts and journalism. That's what you got your degree in. He been doing this for 5 years, going on 6 in April. Man, LaRento.
Yes, sir.
Man, say what's up to the podcast, man.
Man, what's good with you, man? I appreciate you for having me. Young Top Flight. Y'all know what it is and what it ain't. I'm out to the long way, the strong way, but not the wrong way. You did?
Yeah, you dig? That's what's up. That's what's up, man. But hey, it wouldn't be Big Boss Talk the podcast if we ain't do it how we do it. 3 truths, 2 truths and a lie. We need those 3 statements. See if you can get me, man.
All right, so let's see. 2 truths and a lie. So we're gonna say three people in the music industry that I've met. Yo Gotti, Zaytoven, and Metro Boomin. What's the lie?
Oh, so you gonna do it like that? Okay.
Yeah.
That's a different switch up. Okay. You
Yeah.
came in, switched the game. So 3. So you said Yo Gotti,
3
Yo Gotti, Zaytoven, and Metro Boomin.
and Metro Boomin. Yeah, that I've actually gotten to you feel me? Like meet. Yeah.
I got you, but one of them you haven't gotten to meet, so I gotta pick out who. Yo Gotti.
One of them don't even match.
Yeah, Zaytoven and then Metro Boomin.
Metro Boomin, yep. Yo Gotti, Metro Boomin, and Zaytoven.
I'm gonna think Yo Gotti the lie.
Ooh, am I the first to get you? Am I one of the first to get you? Let's go.
Yeah, you ain't the first, but I'm still like it's been rare. You know what I'm saying? I'm like 15-3 right now. So now you just made me 15-4. So you got me.
Okay.
Break this down. It
was Metro Boomin. They never met Metro Boomin.
Okay, you ain't never met Metro Boomin. Man, I don't know. I thought you I was just like,
yeah. I tried to throw you off a little bit, and I was like, one of them don't match because Gotti the only one that ain't a producer,
right? And that's what I was like. Okay, the Yo Gotti ain't the producers. I'm like, it ain't Yo Gotti. That's why I went with it. But
I'm just throwing you off though.
Okay, well, tell me about that experience, man. How you get to meet Yo Gotti and Zaytoven?
I met Zaytoven actually because it was All-Star Weekend, I think 2019. Sure. He was at Audio Box or whatever for that weekend. I was supposed to actually interview him the day before, and then something was going on with his Airbnb. Like he was upset with where he was staying and whatever. So it was just something that was outside of what I had going on.
Yeah.
So for like the inconvenience or whatever, they let me come to Audio Box. He was having like a producer lock-in. You were supposed to pay for it. It was supposed to be like this whole big thing.
Yeah.
But like for the inconvenience, you know what I'm saying, they let me come through, and it was Zaytoven, Zaytown, his manager, a couple other producers. I met 20 out there. I got 20 on my beat. I met him out there, and I met Cassius J too. Yeah. And I actually got to interview Cassius J.
Okay.
That's on YouTube. So I got the interview, and it was like on the spot. I didn't even know he was gonna be there. You feel me? But I got to interview Cassius J.
That's crazy. So to be able to just be in a room with, you know what I'm saying, Zaytoven, like, how was that like? Was you like, obviously, let me ask, you a producer?
Nah, not myself. I'm more so on the marketing side, the media side, you know what I'm saying? Right. Doing like creative services and marketing services mainly, and just like the executive part of everything when it comes to music. Like I manage a couple artists as well, so that's more so of my lane, you know what I'm saying? Basically everything on the back end that might like involve the business part of it.
I got you. So we'll get into Jetlag and how it kind of got broken down. I just didn't know. I know you got Jetlag Studios, so I didn't know if you was in there, you know what I'm saying, producing, making some of the beats. So like when you was in the room with Zaytoven, like, was there any type of, like, was you surprised, shocked, with any type of starstruck, like?
I think, I ain't gonna say surprised or shocked. I wasn't going through nothing like that, but I was excited because Zaytoven, for me, he the GOAT producer for me. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in South Carolina. I grew up on Gucci, Jeezy, you know what I'm saying? Gotti, Boosie, all of them. And back then it was like, if you was a trap artist from the South or whatever, you really wasn't nothing until you got a Zaytoven beat. Like Shy Glizzy even said, he was like, how you a trap and you ain't got a beat from Zaytoven? Like, that don't even make sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was excited about that, but you know, I know how to move in a room full of vultures, you know what I'm saying? So like every room I go into, I try to make sure I'm fit. You know, if you fit in the room, you're still standing out, you know what I'm saying? Right. Make sure I had my Zeke pull out with me. So, you know, when I was in there, people recognized what was going on, but at the same time, you know, I still fit in, you know what I'm saying? Right. So I know how to move. So it wasn't like I was just like starstruck or anything like that.
Right.
You know, I just went in there and worked the room any way I would any other time. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. So you stayed on that mission. I know me, like, I just feel like if I ever got like, I mess with Yo Gotti the long way. Like, that's kind of one of my favorite rappers. I ain't gonna say look up to him, but I just kind of, I like what he did with CMG as far as like, you know, he put himself on first. You know what I'm saying? Did all the leg work, the hustle, you know, the grind, like, you know what I'm saying? Just started from nothing, and then he made himself popping. Now he able to bring, you know, trap boy, put them on, make them multi-millionaires, and stick to the code though. You know what I'm saying? Ain't falling out. We ain't beefing about money, girls, none of that. So it's like that's kind of how I feel like if I had to put a team together, like that's what I would want to do. That's the type of team I would want. The loyalty, the solidarity that everybody bring, and just be able to glow up together and get to the paper together. So I just feel like for me, if I was in the room, I'd be like, man, I'd be more or less just watching, like trying to figure out how he move and just figure out like what's going on.
Yeah.
I might have forgot what I was even there for. You know what I'm saying? Like I would have been like,
see, Gotti was a different situation. Because he actually came to my job probably in October, I believe. I started working with the Fillmore up in Charlotte.
Okay.
So I was backstage, and he just so happened to be backstage too. It was for the Moneybagg Yo concert. It's crazy because up on my wall right there, that's Moneybagg set list right
crazy.
there. So he came with Moneybagg Yo. Moneybagg Yo brought Gotti, the Baby, 42 Dugg, ESTG, Big 30, and like a couple more like local artists that not local, but a couple more artists that he signed himself.
Right.
And you got it just so happened to be, backstage with his people eating, and I couldn't really do too much. Moving and shaking because of the job.
Right.
But, you know what I'm saying? I talked to him a little bit, not too much about like music, but I was just like having cordial conversation.
For sure. That's what's up, man. Mm-hmm. Hey, you done did something that I wish I could do, man. A lot of people wish they could just, eat, chop it up with parlay with stars and stuff like that. So, I mean, that's what's up. But what I want to do, man, now is I want to talk about, man, because my podcast is to highlight people like you that's, successful in their own different realm. I didn't want to, I didn't want to make a podcast to talk and, maybe and gossip or try to get, you know what I'm saying? That ain't me. Like I just feel like it's more out here that I can do positively and stay in my lane and stay true to me. But I like to highlight black, women, men, successful, so kids can see like, look, you can be successful and have the money that you want to have. Like you see the rappers, you see all that. You can have that, but you can do it in your own lane. You can do it in your own way. And to highlight people that's actually doing it, you know what I'm saying? Or striving for that type of success versus saying like, okay, you can go to school, play ball. Everybody can't play ball. So that's like false hope, you know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't gonna make it, or you know what I'm saying, or like a rapper or something like that. Like everybody can't rap, everybody can't be a true rapper. You know what I'm saying? But you can work on it. You can try your best to be. I'm not knocking nobody's dream, but I think if people understood what was out there for them, what they could actually do, like. You know what I'm saying? Being a marketer, being behind the scene, managing artists. You don't necessarily got to be an artist, but you can manage artists, and you can be a part of that scene, part of that culture. Like. I don't want to rap, but I love to be some type of hype man, like a DJ or some sort, like just making sure the party rocking. So you come on, boom, man, turn it all the way up. But just showing people a different lane. But I do want to get your perspective on like when you went to school, when you went to college. You said, did you always want to be? Did you always knew you was gonna start something like Jetlag TV? Like, what did you actually want to be growing up?
Honestly, Jetlag wasn't a thing for real until my sophomore year. So around the time that, you was probably hearing about me with Courtney, we was doing this thing called Buzz Wars. I was doing, so I was actually doing like sports writing. You know what I'm saying? That's how me and Courtney actually linked up, because my boy Sly Plenty that's over, he was like, yeah, man, I want you to be over sports. You know what I'm saying? Put some other people on that that's into sports writing. And I can't remember. I think it was just like, I think we might have just followed each other on Twitter or something like that. We used to always just talk about sports on Twitter. And she got into the mix. And then one of my homeboys from school, he got into the mix or whatever. So after that, he was doing mainly music. And so I just, I was into music already, but not the blogging part of it. You know what I'm saying? So just seeing that how he was working his move with blogging, I was like, I like music and stuff as well. He ended up, doing something a little different with his brand. So when he did something a little different, I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna start Jetlag for myself because I still enjoy doing what I do. And then, there was like that was like I had the idea probably like early or late 2015, and I started working on it early 2016, and then I was online, and then as soon as I got offline, I launched it like probably a couple weeks later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that's crazy. I mean, the idea, and you just put the idea together. How much work did it take for you to just, you know what I'm saying? Once you was like, nah, I'm gonna do this. Like, what, how much work did it take to really piece everything together to get, people involved, people to say like, yeah, man, I want to be a part of, what you got going on. Like, how hard was it? Was it easy? It might have been easy because you might have knew people already that was interested, but what was what was that like?
I would probably say, like, looking back at it, it was kind of tough. Like, I don't think just like the average person to be able to just gather people like that. Yeah. I think that, just beforehand, I just already had a pretty like solid network, you know what I'm saying? So I just kind of used my network that I had and went from there. So I wouldn't say that it was like easy to do, but like, me who I am, I think it wasn't that difficult for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I just already kind of was building a network, but I'm still working on it. Like, what Dame say, the job's not finished. You know what I'm saying? The job's not finished. So, it's still a work in progress. I guess that's a part of the answer too. Like, it's been years, and I wouldn't say that, I got a really solid team now, but, we can always use help here and there. And there's a few pieces that I know, like, if we got that together, it's like, okay, now we are completely locked in. You know what I'm saying? So it's still a work in progress.
Yeah. Man, talk your talk, man. What he trying to say, y'all, is that you gotta be a certain type of guy to be able to piece these people together. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you really do.
You gotta be a certain type of guy.
You got to be cut from a certain type of cloth. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody not going to have it, and that's okay. You feel me? That's why you got a team, because you got people that they don't want to go out, or they might not have it to go out and like try to piece together the team, but they're a great part of a team. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be Phil Jackson or Pat Riley, but you can still be Jordan. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Or you could be Steve Kerr. You know what I'm saying? Like, play your role.
Steve Kerr, Pippen, all of them, they still champions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're still champions at the end of the day. Man. I'm just, I'm the Pat Riley to Phil Jackson. That's all it is.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. So let me ask you this. So, like, I mean, as far as like your the pieces that you already got put together, like, tell us about, the different pieces that, Jetlag offers. I know, like I said, I looked on, Instagram and I looked at the YouTube, and I see y'all bringing in artists into the studios. I see y'all get, you know what I'm saying? And then the way y'all do it is, like, I guess when the artists come in, y'all always try to record some type of footage of the artist being in there. Just letting people know that, Jetlag, the studios is open. You know what I'm saying? You want to book, but I know y'all do more than just the studio piece. So, like, tell me about all the pieces that embodies Jetlag TV, and then tell me about some of those missing pieces that you wish you had. Like you said, if I had this particular certain piece, like, I have a complete team. So tell me what you got, and then what you missing.
So as far as like the different parts of Jetlag, like, obviously we cover like music and like celebrity news and stuff like that as far as the blog goes, but we do things in sports as well. We do things in like digital marketing as well. Like, we've partnered with some businesses to try to, grow their brands and things of that nature. So everything that's like involving digital marketing, music, and sports, and the blogging aspect, just anything that's entertainment wise, you know what I'm saying? The studio was I would say like a liaison to do what we're trying to do in the future. You know what I'm saying? Like, right now we known as the music blog, pretty much the celebrity news, entertainment news blog or whatever. But realistically, we trying to get to a place that's like Def Jam. You know what I'm saying? So Def Jam, them for music and everything, but they got Def Jam Poetry Slam. They got Def Jam Fight for New York games. You know what I'm saying? They got the Def Jam movies. You feel me? It's a whole entity, not just music. I'm trying to make the media company. You feel me? And so there's that, and then we got different pieces in order. You know what I'm saying? My business partner is really good, Caleb Brandon. Probably he's a perfect business partner because we always say that we disagree really well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and what we mean by that is like, okay, I might have an idea, and it's like he'll come and be like, nah, that ain't it. But really, it'd be better if we just do X, Y, and Z. And then it's like, okay, well, my idea wasn't X'd out. It was just made better. You feel what I'm saying? Right. Or it was adjusted for whatever we got to do. So, we got him, got a couple of women on our social media, Quiana, Nolan, and Jordan. They're fantastic. Got some engineers at the studio, Jacoby, Street, Sheet, and Matthew. A couple producers, a couple of the artists that I manage as well. And then who else? Got a couple of writers and things of that nature. We haven't really been on like the written part as of late, but that's gonna come with like the new phase that we got going on right now. But the part that I know that I need somebody that's gonna lock completely in, like on the visual aspect of it. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like if I could get, like back in the days whenever you were probably seeing everything that I had going on, that was like pre-Jetlag, but I was still doing music. I had like the Upstate Cypher going. Yeah, I remember that. Upstate Uncut. Yeah, just a different stuff. But I was always working with one videographer, you know what I'm saying? We would just collab on different things. So if I could have that type of relationship with another videographer, like that was willing to buy into what we got going on too, because we got everything else. Like we got the connections need to be made, whether it's music videos, documentaries, vlogs, all of that, you know what I'm saying? In different cities, we got everything that needs to be done. But if we can just get somebody that's locked in on the visual aspect with us, well, we'll take over.
Why you think it's so hard though? Why you do? I mean, I guess.
Well, it's really just about like building the relationship. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So we could easily just try to run our money up, pay a different person here and there. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool, but I'd rather have somebody that I'm building with. You know what I'm saying? And I think just like, I don't necessarily think it's a hard thing. I just think that the position that most videographers are in might make it hard to lock in, you know what I'm saying? Just because we are building the brand, a lot of videographers are their own brands. Yeah. So it's hard to want to, work with a startup and building something when, you really your own brand is not really, how can I say, it's not really something that they would necessarily need per se. You know what I'm saying?
You're trying to get them to buy into your dream. I mean, your goal as a company, you're trying to get them to buy in when they previously, like I can go out here and contract myself and work on me. Right. So it's hard. Right. What the issue is how do you get somebody to attach themselves from a me concept versus a team concept and like buying into what the vision of the Jetlag. You know what I'm saying? Jetlag, but you see, it's been done. So now we're trying to do it for our area.
And the thing is too, like I'm not trying to stop nobody motion as far as that goes. I'm really trying to amplify it, if anything. Gotcha. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you getting contracted and stuff, bro. We can lock you in with 4 or 5 different brands a month, 4 or 5 different artists a month, same deal or whatever. We just need somebody that's locked in with us the same way like me and my business partner locked in. You know what I'm saying? Like I would make a solid videographer, probably my next like business partner if they was locking in for real, because I just know that aspect of it is so important.
It's too important.
Right.
Man, to have visuals, like you gotta have visuals nowadays, man. Like, and I was talking to one of my homies. They do music as well, but they try to stay consistent with their videographer. But sometimes, like just how they move, it might not be that the videographer may not be able to move how they moving. So it's definitely hard to find somebody, I guess, that's dependable for sure, because it's like
and it's like we have what I'm saying, a videographer. It's really more so a production like team, you know what I'm saying. And the thing about it is like we have merch, right? So with our merch, having merch is literally like having a totally separate business.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like the studio is like having a totally separate business than the media company. You feel me? So with the production team, that's going to be like having a totally separate business. It's like having 3 businesses within one, but they all intertwine
together.
You know what I'm saying? Together. You know, it really, one is always going to amplify the other. You feel what I'm saying? So it's really not even just a videographer, but like a production team. And I think just like that one person that's going to handle their team, you know what I'm saying? A leader, really.
Man, that'll be too crazy, man. Like if you could put that piece together, bro, like, I mean, y'all already going crazy, but like you said, as from the business perspective, I know you put a lot into this. This your baby, so it's like you want to make sure you make the right decision and bring the right person in that you could build a relationship with. Talk to me about, like, I mean, I know as far as the company, you know, with a startup, you deal with, as I don't know if you deal with a lot of turnover as far as like people, you know, saying like they committed and then, you know, obviously things may happen and then they kind of fall off, but how do you adjust? You know what I'm saying? Like what has that taught you? You know what I'm saying? As far as like losing people, trying to get people, you know what I'm saying?
It's so crazy. I was just having this conversation with somebody yesterday. I met with him at the studio, actually a videographer. It literally is like the same exact conversation, but I mean, people come and go. You feel what I'm saying? Like I said, it's really about people that's gonna buy all the way in, and usually you can tell pretty quickly who actually bought in and who not. You know what I'm saying? So y'all done ran into a few people that's been here now and gone later. Right. You know, but like I said, I think now I've pretty much grown a pretty solid team, and even some people that's not necessarily with us today. It's still a lot of people that's still willing to do what they can for us. You know what I'm saying? Like Courtney, probably a good example. You know, even if I was to just reach out and just say like, hey, I need X, Y, and Z, you know what I'm saying? We don't work before, whatever. I'm pretty sure she'd be like, oh yeah, hell yeah, like I'm with it. You feel me? So that's a really good example. But yeah, I think we're pretty solid on that though. Like me and my partner, we got real good intuition, man. I can, I almost, yeah, I can. Like it's been plenty of times where like somebody has come through and I tell him like, he ain't gonna last. You know what I'm saying? That ain't it. And it'll happen. It'll been vice versa too, where I might have brought somebody in and he was like, yeah, I don't know about that one. It ain't happen. You feel me? We just got good intuition. So
that's what's up, bro. I think, man, the most impressive thing that, you know, as far as like, you know, what I'm hearing right now is just the consistency from, you know, when you first started to, you know, to now. Because a lot of times, you know, when people start stuff, they look for, you know, that instant gratification. You know what I'm saying? And they look for like, I need this to, you know, start popping now. And who's to say? I'm not saying that, you know, you not popping, because obviously you are. I'm just saying in the beginning, I'm pretty sure it took some time for people to build and really believe in the concept that you was trying to bring to the table. And I think the most impressive thing that I'm hearing is just the consistency behind it. Because I'm pretty sure just as passionate as you were when you was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna start this, until now you still,
if not more passionate.
Exactly. If not more passionate, because now you got the foundation. You know what I'm saying? You got the solid team. So now it's like, okay, how can we take this to a whole nother level? And, you know, just make it 10 times better. And I think when I look at people and I try to study success and I just see people and what they do, I always look at the consistency, right? And for you, like, I mean, you've been doing the same, you know, you done had the same vision, the same mindset ever since, you know what I'm saying, 2014, 13. So it's just like, it's good to see. And it's just like, as long as you continue to stay on that path, I'm pretty sure you're going to have the next Def Jam or better. You know what I'm saying? Is your goal to really impact the bird, like South Carolina? Like, are you trying to make it big in South Carolina, or are you like, I guess that's what I'm trying to ask. Because, you know, some people, you know, they want to do something for their own city, right? I'm doing this for, you know, for the city, like people that's locally to come in. But are you trying to make this bigger than just South Carolina? You know what I'm saying? The city.
I definitely wanted to be bigger than South Carolina, but I want to keep a microscope on like South Carolina and the Burg. You feel me? Like I want to get to a point where it's like, you know, we covering like BET Awards. We got our own shows on like Netflix and shit. We got you know what I'm saying? We got maybe our own platforms and stuff like that. We're doing festivals and stuff, but it's like, okay, every year, our biggest festival might be in the Burg. You know what I'm saying? We might got a show on Netflix, but we got 5 Burg actors, you know what I'm saying? 5 South Carolina actors, you know what I'm saying? The main stuff like that, where it's like we want to be global, obviously, but we want to put South Carolina in that global spotlight too.
Rooted in the style, putting your people on. You know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
As big as you get.
Because we got more than enough talent in every single aspect. Like, there's nothing that we don't have that we can use. You know what I'm saying? The rappers, the actors, the ball players. You know what I'm saying? Everything, bro. We even got reality stars now. You feel me?
Yeah. You got the platform. And you just need, you know what I'm saying? So that'll be hard, man. I like the vision. I love this, where you going. And this is for kids, like, when you think about it, it's probably some kid that, look up to, Dame Dash, or they look up to the Jay-Z's, they look up to some of the big name moguls that's really been able to transform the game, whether it's through music, whether it's through producing, whether it's through just business savviness. What makes you, what's some characteristics that you would have to bring to the table in order to be, to do what you do, to be as good, to be as consistent, right? Because it ain't always, you know what I'm saying, it sounds good once things are happening, but when you going through it, it's not always looking how you planned it out, and you might have some setbacks, you might have some things that don't go your way. But what are some characteristics that make you, successful? What and what would you tell somebody that's trying to do what you're trying to do? Maybe tweak it a little bit in their own different way. What would you tell them, or what are some of those characteristics?
If I had to put it in words, I'd probably say definitely like innovation. And I use innovation over inventiveness, because most things aren't invented anymore. And if it is, you're like 1 out of a million. But everybody can be innovative, you know what I'm saying? You can take something and make it better. You take something, make it bigger, take something, make it smaller. You can take something to do whatever to anything and make it into something else. So innovation for sure. I would say like adaptability and like poise. You feel me? How I was telling you, like, if I can walk in any room and fit but still stick out just enough, you know what I'm saying? Sure. So you got to be able to walk in the room full of people wearing suits, and you got to be able to walk into a room with people with sticks on their hips. You know what I'm saying? So like, you just got to be able to do that, because you got to be able to talk with the people. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, poise too, because it's gonna get hard. And when it get hard, you got to be able to keep it going. You feel me? Like, you can't do nothing about that. It's going to get hard. You feel me? You're going to have ups and downs. And when those downs come, you got to know in your mind that it's just for the moment. So if I had to put like words on it, it'd be like them 3 words for sure.
That's what's up. Well, listen, man, podcast, y'all listening, it's coming from Rento himself. Like, look, poise, innovative, and you just got to be different. You know what I'm saying? You got to be kind of like you just got to be tapped in, man. Like, you got to be one of those guys. I would definitely say, when you're dealing with the music, like dealing with music, you know what I'm saying, dealing with just a lot of just different things, within our culture, you just got to be one of those people that can be adaptable, and just be able to, like you said, blend in but stick out just enough. And I think that's super important. So kind of one of my following questions, as far as like one of my last few questions, is what events do you put on inside for your community that Jetlag puts on? Maybe if it's every year, every 2 years, what type of events do y'all have rocking?
Our biggest event every year is the Jetlag TV Awards. Basically, it's the BET Awards but smaller. You know what I'm saying? It's a mix between like the BET Awards and CIAA weekend, because we got a full weekend of events now. You know what I mean? And our goal is to get to a point where the city is recognizing it, to where when this weekend come around, every company surrounding need to be buying in. You know what I'm saying? This is something where y'all putting out discount codes and stuff because people. You know what I'm saying? Like one of them type of weekends. But that's our biggest thing, bro. We do different showcases. We've done toy drives before. Different community events like that. We sponsor plenty of events, but mainly our biggest thing is the Jetlag TV Awards, and the weekend consists of an all-star celebrity basketball game and like a celebratory brunch as well. Last year was the first time doing a full weekend, and that shit was like a success. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really ready for this year.
Yeah. So what's the dates on this year? Because I want to say Keith Bell won an award. I can't remember when.
Yeah, he won Content Creator of the Year 2019, I believe.
It's when he was doing his little. He had his little short series.
Women. Women hard.
Yeah.
Women hard.
It is. He from Roc Hill, South Carolina. So I went to I think elementary and possibly middle school with him, but I always seen his work, always seen what he does, and he does some super dope stuff. And has some crazy concepts for just being able to put it together with the what I'm saying? Like, we already don't have as much resources, but just to be able to have the right amount of resources and put a great product out, it's super dope. And what y'all got going on is like y'all adding the resources. So I can't wait till like them businesses really lock in with y'all, and they be calling you and saying, hey, what's the move for the weekend? Like, all right, we're going to be here, here, and here. If you want your vendors out here, you know what I'm saying, set it up, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. But that's dope. So when are the dates for your for the upcoming weekend?
There's going to be Memorial Day weekend. Okay. May 27th through the 29th. Might be able to extend it the extra day just for the simple fact it is Memorial Day weekend. Gotcha. You know what I'm saying? Might have like a little cookout or something, you know what I'm saying? But as of right now, it's the 27th through the 29th.
Man, that's what's up, bro. Well, listen, bro, I appreciate you just, you know what I'm saying, locking it in with me and just talking about, your whole concept.
Oh, yeah, bro. Anytime, bro. Anytime. I love doing this.
But, my thing is I want to definitely, now that you know who I am, I know who you are. I definitely want to kind of lock in with you. If there's anything I can do to help you guys, as far as if you guys have certain artists, you know what I'm saying, like you just want to say, look, man, maybe you should do something, small podcast that got a good amount of views, let people know who you are. Just tap in with me, let me know, man. I'd love to just interview an artist, and just looking for people that you may have that you feel like they got a great story, and they just it'll be good for their story to be heard or put out, and I have no issues as far as just like saying, hey man, I think you should check out this person, and I reach out to them, be like, if you willing, let's do it, let's lock it in, and we'll go from there. But man, any way I can help you guys out, or be a part. I'm in Houston, so I probably can't do too much, but so I know some people out here in Houston trying to make some moves, sticking moves.
You'll give us a reason to get out there.
Yeah,
you know
what
I'm saying? It's our goal to get out there this year, so you'll give us more of a reason to, you know what I'm saying? And hey, I know you had reached out back in the day, if it's somewhere we can still lock in, we can still be locked in. I'm open for all and everything. Yeah. We still not incubation stages. Like whenever we open up the studio, I was telling my partner, I was like, okay, now we really in business. At first it felt, I ain't gonna say it felt like a hobby, but it's like we really went from a hobby to a business now. Like this is, you know what I'm saying? So we only in year 3 now. So it's like, okay, now we in the middle of our incubation stage. So it's now the time to really take this serious, you know what I'm saying? And ramp it up. Yeah. Exactly.
That's what's up, man. Listen, I'm down, man. We could collaborate. We could chop it up offline. Just whatever I can do. I know this virtual thing has really just changed the game. You know what I'm saying? Like meetings, doing stuff virtually. Like I said, I can help from afar, but then I also, I'm from South Carolina, so I pull up. I lived in Greenville for 6 years, and I know the Greenville area, know Spartanburg heavily. You know what I'm saying? Been to upstate. I don't know how many weekends, just going crazy. But yeah, man. So we'll lock it in. But my last thing, what we do, man, is I take recommendations. All right, so I need a recommendation from you as far far as somebody I can, I should sit down with, somebody that, definitely you feel like is dope, somebody you feel like got a great story, maybe somebody that inspires you as well, maybe from afar, maybe from up close. But I just need one recommendation. All I ask is if you send me that information as far as Instagram or cell phone, if they don't mind giving their number out. I'll contact them. You just let them know, like, hey man, I just sat down with this dude Armand. He got a podcast called Big Boss Talk. Was a great session, great conversation. He gonna reach out to you, and that's the way they know. It's like a little warm handoff. Right. They know I'm getting ready to hit them up. If you could do that, right? But
man, I can send you 5, 6 people, man. Because I ain't gonna like I'm in a couple like just group chats with other creatives. You know what I'm saying? So. I'd be like, hey, y'all can tap in with them. I feel like, there's somebody that y'all should know, so I got a couple people do podcasts, stuff like that. So I can send you 1,000 recommendations. But if I had to say one person, though, I'd probably say my brother Tariq. You might know him. You from Rock Hill?
Yeah, you talking about
TTO.
Yeah, that's my guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now that dude right there. He liked it. He was in your cipher when you said y'all did the cipher. I was like, Tariq did the cipher.
Right. Definitely. Definitely. Yeah. You got to get him on the show. And since you already connected with him, I say outside of him, probably my boy Slot Planet over Buzz Wars.
Okay.
Because like his mind is crazy. You know what I'm saying? He a little quiet, but if you talk him out of what he, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Trust me, he probably top 5 most creative, smartest people I ever met in my life. I swear.
That's hard. All right, well, that's what we'll do, man. If you can send me, because I know Tariq, but I don't got his number. But if you send it to me, he'll know who I am. He'll just be like, that's Peanut. You know what I'm saying? That's what they call me back in Rock Hill. But if you can just send me both of their numbers or Instagram, I'll reach out to them, and then I'll set the dates up. And then also, if you want to, let's just say you in those group chats, if you want to just say, hey, if you want to tell them like, hey, if they want a platform to just talk about their brand, talk about what they got going on, to get more viewers, to get more different eyes on what they got. I would love if they can, send me a message, text me, or inbox me on Instagram, whatever. I can set some dates up and we can sit down with them too. So whatever we can do to help expand people's views, especially when I'm trying to get the Houston views, like I'm trying to get everybody in Houston locked in on what I got going on over here. Because then if Houston lock in with me, I know, you know what I'm saying, back home, I'm lock in for sure. So we're going to get right. But other than
for sure.
That's it.
That's a bit. I'm gonna send you everybody contact, man. I appreciate you for having me on.
Hey, bro,
shout
anytime,
out to
man.
Big Boss Talk, man.
Keep going hard, man. Keep going hard,
you know
man.
It. I ain't stopping, man.
Gotta see.
Listen, it's tatted. It's on me.
Oh, it's inked on you. Yeah.
Hold on. Yeah, it's inked forever.
It's inked on it. Hey, yeah, you can't
forget
about that.
You see it?
Yeah.
It's on me forever.
I like it. Well, I'm gonna holler at you, my guy. I'm gonna give you back the rest of your Sunday, man. Be easy. But like I said, if you need anything, hit me up.
All right, I got you, bro.
Don't stop us now. We here. And we back. They say, Peanut, you so cold. I want to thank you. All the bosses listen to Big Boss Talk.